Good evening. This special meeting of the Board of Trustees of Socorro ISD is being called to order. The time is 6:31. If you will all please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Go Patriots!
What do you say?
Go Patriots.
Oh, please. Okay, now we'll move on with interesting business. Item number 3, consider approval of purchasing cooperative Texas DIR contract. Ms. Borrego.
President Nájera, Dr. Espinosa, members of the board, good evening. Super excited to be here today. I get the opportunity to share with you some great news. As you know, we have Project Lead the Way in all of our high schools and all of our middle schools. We got the opportunity this year through Title IV funds and Title I funds to be able to expand to our elementaries. We chose 2 feeder patterns. That's what we had enough money for, 2 feeder patterns. It's the Montwood feeder pattern and the Eastlake feeder pattern, as they are our Montwood and Eastlake, sorry, I apologize, Montwood and Eastlake feeder patterns. We chose them as they are both our STEM, so they're aligned with Synergy and SEDA. All of the elementary schools, we will be having the launch, which is Project Lead the Way for elementaries. So with that being said, we need to spend some money in technology, and policy says that if we spend over $100,000, it came out to about $103,000, we need to make sure that, and it's in a cooperative, that we get board approval from the board and make sure that we're able to do this. I have myself and Dr. Starkey and Mr. Garcia here if you have any questions.
Okay. Are there any questions?
Motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Ayub and a second by Mr. Gonzalez. Is there any further discussion?
Question.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Borrego, so Montwood and Eastlake were chosen because I'm familiar with the Synergy program over at Montwood, but Eastlake has the same thing, and so, but the other high schools, they have their different areas of specialization, whatever, so it only makes sense for these 2 campuses.
That
right?
is correct. Those are the STEM feeder patterns, what we consider the STEM feeder patterns because of SEDA for Eastlake and Synergy for Montwood. So we started with those. We're hoping that next year we'll be able to expand to the other ones. So we were only going to do 1 feeder, but Mr. Starkey, Dr. Starkey worked his magic and was able to fund 2 feeder patterns. So really excited about that. And we want to eventually have it at all of our schools because it's a great opportunity for our kiddos, great hands-on, a lot of computer usage as well, and biomedical engineering.
Okay. No more questions.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? And the motion carries. Thank you, Ms. Borrego.
Thank you.
Item 4, executive session. The meeting is to be closed to discuss personnel under Texas Education Code Section 551.074. The time is 6:35. We are back from executive session. The time is 7:55. If there's no further business before this board, we are adjourned.
Thank you for the shirt.
Sorry, don't bother sitting.